Soon Pokemon and pandas are going to appear in the world of Warcraft, and although we all joked about this back in the day, Mists of Pandaria did actually turn out to be a really fun expansion, and the fun starts with the pre-patch on July the 1st. So whether you're a returning player or just want to watch Faramore explode again, today I'm going to give you a rundown of what to expect in the pre-patch. First of all, immediately Pandaren will be available with their starting area. They can play Monk, Hunter, Mage, Priest, Rogue, Shaman and Warrior. Pandaren are probably one of the most memed on and disliked race in the game. The male Pandaren does look a little goofy, to be honest, and some people might not like it, but some people might. But don't sleep on the female Pandaren. I personally think that they actually feel really good to play, especially as a Rogue, Warrior or Monk. They feel way more ninja than the male model does. The Monk class will also be available immediately, although they aren't really a hero class in MoP, okay, like the Death Knight will start at level 55. You do have to start all the way from the beginning at level 1. I think they're probably one of the most fun melee classes to play, with a lot of fun maneuverable abilities. They also have totally unique animations that feel way more modern and up to date compared to other classes at this point in the game, because they only updated the models and animations for other races and classes later in Warlords of Draenor. By the way guys, if you are looking to get your Monk and your Pandaren leveled up extremely fast in the pre-patch, then the best way to do it is to get a leveling guide made by the world record holding speed levelers in the game. And the guide also includes a really good quest route for when the expansion launches, so that you can get to have a massive experience boost and advantage for when the expansion does launch. So be sure to check that out in the description down below. Now, the first spec that the Monk has is the Brewmaster, and this is the tanking spec. It's the first leather-wearing tank that, doesn't have a form like a druid. He just face tanks bosses with his fists and kegs of beer. What makes Brewmaster stand out is the stagger mechanic, which is basically a passive that causes 20% of all the damage you take to not be taken immediately, but instead to be taken over 10 seconds as a dot, essentially. So you have to manage not only the damage you are taking currently, but also how much your stagger is wearing you down, because it can catch you off guard and get you killed, probably. The Windwalker is the pure kung fu fantasy spec, but you do actually still have some weapons while weaving in many punching and kicking abilities. You also have a little magic, so it's really a flavour of all different kinds of vibes, and this magic element is called Chi. The Mistweaver is a healer where it keeps the kung fu vibes, but you heal the group instead. Many of the abilities are actually melee range, and you will combo different playstyles and actually help damage the boss to help heal the raid. This isn't the kind of healer spec that stands at the sidelines and spams ability with your mouse over raid frames, although there is a little bit of that obviously, but there's way more nuance to it. Overall, I think when they were making the Monk, they really did focus on actually making the class quite unique and different to how many other classes currently function in World of Warcraft, and obviously focused on making it a bit more fun and, yeah, a little unusual, to be honest. With the pre-patch, we will also get the new simplified talent system. You have 3 options for every few levels, and I don't really feel like talents most of the time, to be honest. It feels more like just unlocking new abilities every few levels. It's fun for some people, but I think the vast majority of people never really liked this more simplified talent system. I'm surprised they didn't make a change, to be honest, as they are doing a lot of new class changes. In the pre-patch, we also have our first look at instance group scenarios, and for the pre-patch, we get to witness Jaina's beach town turn into Crater Sushi, courtesy of your favourite unhinged steroid addict, Garrosh Hellscream. Now, what do you need to know about this? Well, you do it to get the Faramore tabard, which is also kind of like a toy, because when you click it, it drops a banner. And if you're a returning player, it will probably be worth doing a few runs to grab all of that catch-up gear, which isn't too bad. It's 384 item level, and there are some weapons to grab too, which can be very advantageous. And I'd also look at the appearances too, in case you want them for Transmog, because this is a limited event. Pet battling also arrives in the pre-patch. You'll be able to explore the world to collect pets, train them up on wild pets. They can be leveled up to level 25, have a maximum of 6 abilities, but you can only have 3 active at once. And they all have different pet family bonuses, which are a bit like racial passive bonuses. And then you can battle, these pets against other players in the game. By the way guys, we're going to be making loads of informative videos about Mists of Pandaria Classic, so if you're finding it useful and interesting so far, please do me an absolute solid and subscribe to the channel. There's also going to be some exclusive guides on there for subscribers only, so be sure to check them out. But anyway guys, there's your quick overview of the pre-patch. My name is Metagoblin. To the next video, ciao.